Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Barkanmu da sake haɗuwa a cikin wannan sati na biyu a CSS programming. Idan za ku duba on our screen here, za mu ga cewa we are using continuous training. Anything we learn from HTML is that same thing that we are going to add CSS on. When it comes to JavaScript, then we add JavaScript on, so that you know that what we are learning from the HTML is relative to what we are going to learn on HTML, CSS, and also what we are going to learn on JavaScript for the whole week. So at the end of every week, we are planning to achieve a particular thing. Now, this week we have many things to discuss, and we as well as we do in HTML, we are going to create 3 videos here, and then in this video we are going to group all our things to discuss here. So among the list of items we want to discuss here, we have what we call background. Background, then we have what we call border. Maybe you're not seeing this, let me just okay. Okay, we see border. Maybe you're not seeing this very well. Let me just increase the font. Let me just say 25. You see border. Then apart from border, we have what we call margin, and then we have padding. Then we have width. Then we have the height. So we are going to discuss all these 6 things in this week. So what we are planning to do: 1 video for background and border, then 1 video for margin and padding, then the next video should be width and height. So this one is very simple. All of these are kind of property we have inside of our CSS. We say CSS simple syntax is just property colon value semicolon, that is all. So that is what you're going to learn. So in this video today, now we are going to discuss what is called background and border. So when we say a background, we mean like a cover page on your page, the beneath of or top where the image is on top or whatever it is. For instance, now if you look at this one here, or if you look at our screen here, we can say the background of this screen is what? Is white. If we want to change it from white, let me see from our code here. This one is not for you. Let me see this, and then let me close this, and then this one, let me increase it to, let me increase the font so that you'll be able to see it very well, right? Let me increase it a little bit. Yes, okay. Now if you want to change the background, we'll already say it. For instance, if you want to do like inline, we are not doing inline, we're just testing it to see okay, background, okay, you can see style is equals to background, let's say color, background color is equals to, let me say blue. Blue here. Save this file, then come to our browser here. We'll be able to see a background of our entire screen is changed to blue. You see the background is now changed to blue. This is what we refer to as background. So And CSS, we don't only give background to only the entire screen. Here we can give background anything. Now, for instance, let assume I want to give background to this one, receive payment. Any element you can give background to it. So now let's say I want to copy this one. I say cut it from here, then inside this beta go anywhere from here or anyone. As long as it's an element, you can give it background color there. Then you don't have the any quotations here. That is why you see that it look like that. So now if you save this, you come to your browser here, you save it here. Yes, you see this one is not giving background color blue. If you want to change the background to pink or any other color, there's no problem. We can also do that. Let me see. Okay, I want to change this one to pink. You can save this, come here, refresh this page, and then it will now change to pink. So this is what we call background color, right? So sometimes it's very nice to know exactly where you can put your background and the amount of kind of text that is appearing on top is where like that. Now for instance, if you now see the background, let's say this background is black, and this background should be, let's say, black. So if it's black, so our text inside is also black. So what do you think will happen? The entire text inside will disappear. So we'll not be able to see. So it's very, you have to be very serious in terms of where you put your background and then other things. So this class is just an introduction to what is called background and what is called border, right? So there will be a class where we discuss about background. This background, we can decide to put an image to be a background. You know, in some website you probably see an image as a background. You see some text on top of an image like that. So we can use background as an image, we can use color to be a background, we can use image, you can use anything you want to use to be an image background, right? So when we come to where we discuss about background very well, then we discuss different things, properties of our background. But for now in this class, for you to be able to know background, what is called background and how do we use it in our pages here. Yes, background and border, right? So now if you now save this, we you can see something here. Yes, background color is black and the text is black. So therefore you have to be very serious. You not see anything. You need to be able to, at least if you are using it for a background, you have to know the kind of color you use and then which color will come up. Now let's say I want my color text to be white. What will I do? I will just come to my code here. Here inside this place I can add another property. I can say color of the text to be, let's say, white. Color of the text to be white, right? So if I now save this and then come down here, refresh this page, we'll be able to see, yes, the text color is white. So this is what we call the background. We can also put it anywhere you want. You can put it for a paragraph, for any element, for anything, anywhere you can put. You may decide to say, okay, I want this one to be in background and this one to be in background and this one to be a background, right? You can do it anywhere you wish to. As long as it's an element, you can give it background, different colors, right? Let's say I want this one to be yellow, this one to be green, this one to be blue. You can also do that. So this is the basic of background. Let me talk about Border is an area covered by an element. So sometimes, let me just say it here. Sometimes, if you want to have a border, you want to like kind of know this one. Let's say this one now. How many area does it cover? From here, as we are looking on our eyes, you see that as if maybe it covers this one. So let me just give it a back border so that we'll be able to know exactly the position it covers, the kind of boundary that this text is having, right? So if we come to border is a property. Uh, Also, we apply it the same way we apply it to other one there, right? So now, why is that? Okay, this is it. Now, for us to be able to put it inside the background, maybe I wanted to put it to be let it be an element. An element. Let me just put it inside the paragraph element. Let me just say P here. Then, or maybe let me just remove this one and see. Okay, I end my P here. In this P here, I can see I decided to put my border there, right? So now if I say style is equals to border, border, border can be like a kind of, there are three things, three values. It takes three values. Number one, you take the thickness of the border. If you want it to be thin or thick, very thick, you can apply the thickness. Say they say 1 pixels thick, then you now give space. You now say, okay, which type of border do you want? So we have three different. We have many, almost getting to 8 or 7 different types of border. When we come to class where we discuss about this border in deep, you'll be able to understand or remember these types of borders there, right? So for now, if I put dotted type of border, then I can give it a color. I can say, okay, I want it to be green, then semicolon here. Now if I save this, then I come back to my screen here, refresh this page. Yes, you see that we have a dotted border. Even though this text, our text didn't cover the entire place, you can see a kind of area where this element paragraph cover, right? You see it from here to here. That's why you see this one is coming down there. So this border of many types. Let's see. There is another one we call it dashed. Let me see dashed. Dashed border. Then let me open. If I like, I can just give it like that. I save it here and then come here, refresh this page here. You see, these are dashed border. We have inside groove and solid border. Is a case where maybe you need a just straight line like solid border, right? So if you also need what's it called, maybe change this border to be like kind of thickness, let me say 2 pixels or 3 pixels thick, right? If you observe it like this, you see like it's not that kind of thick, right? So now we'll make it 3, then we refresh this page. You see the border is now become a very thick, nice, awesome looking border, right? So always CSS is there for us to be able to make our web page very nice looking. This border has a lot of advantages, a lot of places where we need to use them, right? So this CSS I see as inside line, and I can decide to put it external. I can decide to put it anywhere I want to put it. For the sake of introduction here to this property, I can leave it like that. So try to see them, try them, and it will just work for you. If it's not, let me know. Let's discuss in group or anywhere that you can reach me so that we know. Or maybe you comment your or we'll meet in the interactive class, your question, or we'll meet in the interactive class, then we'll discuss about that, right? So in the absence of no questions, still we meet in the next class where we talk about margin and we talk about padding property in CSS.